Okay, hello everyone. My name is Timothy Lee Grant, and welcome back to a vibe coding video. So, what I'm trying to do with this series is try to understand how to utilize AI more effectively, and what are the tools that I am able to do to be able to augment my productivity as a software engineer or an engineer in general. So, we have been experimenting with a fair amount of different tools. So we've used Copilot, we've used Cursor, we've used Base 44, experimented with a couple different tools, see what are their capabilities, what are they good at, what are they bad at. What I want to do today is look into something called MCP. And what this allows you to do is it gives your agent, your AI agent, the ability to be able to perform actions. Now, I've already tried to get this MCP working in the past. That was one of the previous videos that I did on the vibe coding series, but that didn't quite work. So we're going to try it again, and let me make myself a little bit smaller and let's see. So I have my Visual Studio Code here, and I enabled the chat MCP gallery enable, and then I installed in the extensions, I went and installed this here, MCP servers installed. So this GitHub right here. All right, so now what I want to do is here we have a very simple, this is like an extremely simple program. So what it looks like is this. It is a game, okay? And I use that very loosely. But it is a game which we also vibe coded. And what you're able to do is just like put in your name, and then you can do like whatever. It's just like a command line game. It's not even visual or anything, right? Like move north, and then you can whatever, explore area number 5, right? Like the point is not really to, like, we were just vibe coding it, kind of seeing what we could get. Now, what I want to do is, now that I installed this MCP server, this GitHub MCP server, what I want to see is, okay, am I able to, here's my GitHub, is it able to actually send data and perform actions on my GitHub? So as of right now, I have, if I go to repositories, so I have some of the different projects that I've been just like playing around with occasionally, right? Now, what we see is I do not have this one here. I don't have this little game that we vibe coded. So what I want to try to do is have this agent here connect over to my GitHub, create a repo, and then perform some kind of action. So that's what I want to see. Like, okay, can we actually do this? So um, let's just test it out. So let's come back here, and updated on September 9th was the last thing. So now I will try to say, like, uh, go to my GitHub account and create a repo for my new game. Call the repo, what should we call it? Vibe coding project 1. Okay. Now, should practice project 1. Okay. Let's just press go and see if it's able to do it. I also want to move myself here so that we might be able to see more of what's going on. And I can make this a little bit bigger too, so that way it's easier for us to read. Okay, are we ready? Let's press it. Let's see. While it's doing that, I'm gonna optimizing tool selection. Let's see if it connects. This is the moment of truth. Okay, optimizing tool selection, working. Come on, please connect. I'm going to record the task. Okay, sure. Create a new GitHub repo. Name here. Okay. Private is false. Okay. Note the MCP server. Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go. Yes! And it found it. It's on the here. Yes, this is where I put it into the settings, right? Okay, allow. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's see it. Let's see it. Okay. Done. Okay, let's can I push the current project? Yes to both. Okay. I should have let's see. Yes! There it is! There it is! There it is! Oh my goodness, it got it! Yes! Yes, 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 yes. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Isn't that cool? That's so cool. Okay. Okay. Now it's doing this. It's doing this. It's reading my files. It's reading my files. Here we go. Dun 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 dun. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. You got it. You got it. You got it. Let's see. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Right now I think it has nothing in it. That's expected. That's expected. And it's working on it. It's working on it. And then when we press refresh, here we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. So it has to read all of them. Why does it? Oh, it's creating a README. That makes sense. Okay, so it's going to do that and then go to my GitHub and actually perform some actions. Oh, okay. So it's doing all of this, creating. Okay, 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 okay. Come on. You got it. You can do it. All right, I see it creating some files in my in here. Doing a git or .get ignore. Okay. Makes sense to me. And still working. And we're just chilling. We're chilling, you know. We're having a great time. So yeah, the idea behind the MCP, I'm starting to, that's what this series is kind of about, is playing around with these different tools, seeing what they can do, why they work, how we can use them. And so MCP allows an agent to have access to the outside world and be able to grab data, perform actions. And so it is a way for my agent here to be able to go to my GitHub, okay, and perform actions such as creating a repo or like updating the repo, doing pull requests, all of these different things. And if we look here, we do MCP right here, and we can see a whole bunch of them, like Azure, so Microsoft right there. MCP Inspector, this is what, Claude or Anthropic? I think it's Claude. So we have a whole bunch of different stuff that we are able to utilize based off of what we need to do. So based off of what our AI project or what our project needs to do, what tools and capabilities do I need to press keep? Keep? Okay. I don't know. What tools and capabilities do you want to give your agent? And then from that, you're able to select your MCP server, whichever one it is right here. Okay, so let's see. Push multiple files to GitHub. So I want, um, I'm just going to trust it, or creating a main branch. Okay, yeah. Okay. So it ran this. Summarizing conversation history. Okay. So that means that I'm going to update this and let's see if it. There it is. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool that the agent is able to do this by itself. It is able to perform these actions. And now what I can do is I'm able to connect this out. So, for example, if I am trying to work on an issue, I can create a new branch. I can try to fix it, and then I can do a pull request to be able to do the entire pipeline of code if I'm working on more of a large scale project. Obviously, this right here is just me, but if I'm developing in a team, I can do the entire pipeline and have GitHub or not GitHub, sorry, the my agent be able to perform all of these different actions. Um, and then this is just one thing. This is just the GitHub MCP. Then uh, you can go and try to access the internet to be able to get documentation and use that documentation. Like if your server or if your agent if your agent here, if it doesn't know how to perform a specific action or it doesn't know about a specific technology, it can go and search for that technology, that framework, whatever it is, out in the open internet, see the documentation for it, and then work with that documentation to be able to perform the actions or create the code that you need. Um, let's see. There's a lot of a very wide variety of different actions that MCP allows access to, and it's kind of based off of. Look how many there are. I think I saw Figma, which is what I think it's for like creating not images, but like uh, I know it has something to do with like visuals, right? Um, so you're able to do a whole bunch of like actions, or if you have your if you want to search a database, that would be another one. Is you can use the MCP to go search a database, and then based off of the data which you find in that database, you perform certain actions. So it is a way for your agent to have access to other services, essentially. And so previously in the last video, I was, messing around with it, trying to get it to work. It wasn't quite working. We were running into a whole bunch of problems. But then today I decided to go and continue that quest. And kind of this week I've been a little bit busy with work and everything. But now it's the weekend. It's a Saturday, so I had plenty of time to be able to come and experiment with things. And so I was changing some of the settings on my Visual Studio Code IDE, and I finally got it working. But this was the first time that I actually tested it. So I changed the settings and I saw like this was working, and I saw that it was like recognizing the GitHub MCP, but I had not actually tested it to see if it could perform the action. So this was the first time I saw that yes, it can perform the actions. So let's come back here. Just look at this. Okay, come on. Open up. And then oh my goodness, come on. Look at that. Look at that. That's so cool. That's so cool. So it has the README. Did it Okay, well, did not okay, here we go. Um, Test reports. This is just okay, like how to run it and everything. Yeah. So I mean, I can make myself a little bit bigger now. So yeah, this is kind of the project. This is not the project, but I mean this is an extremely powerful tool that we are able to put into our weapon set. And with this, we need to figure out, okay, this really powerful tool, how do we use it effectively? What are the different ways that we can use it? How do we move forward and become a better engineer, better software engineer? How do we leverage this in our vibe coding? And also, obviously, this series is more focused on vibe coding specifically, but ultimately, the goal is to be able to merge our actual software engineering with vibe coding. So, what we want to do is, yes, we know how to build projects in Java or C Sharp or C or C++. I'm not really focused on C++ right now. I'm mainly focused on these three. But if you were doing C++, whichever language, yeah, we know how to do software engineering. How do we then use these AI tools to be able to augment our abilities as a software engineer and become a really, really powerful force? That's kind of what I'm trying to understand. So as of right now with this series, yeah, we are doing vibe coding and we are very focused and targeted on trying to understand what are the capabilities, how is AI what is AI capable of doing? That's number one. What are the different tools? What is MCP? How do you get data from the database? Like what are RAG? Retrieval augmented something. But we haven't studied that yet. That's going to be a upcoming video pretty soon. So what are RAG? How do you do sharding of your database to be able to get the data effectively? How do you use the tools to actually create a pretty cool project? As you saw in this video, the project that we created isn't that impressive. It was just we were experimenting with things. I want to move in the direction of, well, let's kind of make it more impressive. Let's do something impressive and cool. So this series is about that, is about being able to uh, improve vibe coding specifically. But then the other series that I do on YouTube, more of like the software engineering kind of series, hopefully eventually we will be able to augment these and it will boost us as software engineers. So that's kind of the goal. If that's interesting to you, subscribe. I would love to have you around and we can go on this journey together, become better software engineers, better vibe coders, understand AI tools better. And yeah, so I am also curious, like, just if you have any suggestions or if there's something really cool that you think I should look into, let me know. Yeah, thank you for watching. My name is Timothy Lee Grant, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right. Goodbye. I'm so happy that it worked. That's so cool. That's really cool.